Morning. Today we're going to show you a collection of some of the counties, starting this all left-handed. Probably have to get some fuel at some point. Never mind. Hopefully the sun comes out a bit more and dries. We've got about 40 sheep left to shear, and we're not drying up enough to hopefully chew on. Shear is coming at 9 o'clock, just after 9. We'll see how it goes. There we go. Here's a run-up collection of machinery that I have. Granddad's old Range Rover, Universal Plough, Ferguson Super 4, County Crawler. We'll just have a quick run. I'll show you some of the stuff. So basically here we have an old Range Rover. Don't know much about it apart from I know it's an old Range Rover. It has a Mazda engine in it. It used to belong to my granddad. Sentimental value, it's just staying there falling to pieces. We are going to bury it, but we're going to take some bits off it that we want. Here I have a Ransom plough. I think it's a T47, TB7 or something I think was on it. Semi works, but I've got to try and make up some sort of wheel system for there, because that wheel's flat, and well, obviously as you can see that wheel don't have one, so I'm going to try and make something up for them. I have a bit of a P8, I think it is, P8 McConnell part there. I have my Ransom plough here, 2-furrow plough, but she's got a furrow taken off it. I used that this season just to do a bit of a garden, but I've got to try and find some good blades to put on, and sadly I don't have that many good blades to put on. Here's the County Super 4, or one of. I've got to take this off to put on my other one, and hopefully this one off to put on the other one as well. And then get it sorted. But this one is in dire straits of a lot of work. But it's not saying it can't be done, just I haven't had time to do it. So then here we've got a little Ferguson TEF20. She runs, but I think she's got a diaphragm problem either in here, because she ran at full throttle. But other than that, she's not a bad little machine. She's getting a bit of corrosion up on there. I don't know what that's all about, but she's been sat here for quite some time now. In fact, she's probably never really going to progress from where she is, just the sake of having her. She was destined to go to the tip, and I didn't like the idea of her sort of getting dumped, so thought I would sort of save her from that sort of destiny, and basically kept her in my sort of ownership. Here's the old County Crawler. They've got an engine to go in here, hopefully. Got a strafing one in the UK. She needs a lot of work, but I've got a lot of parts for it. Well, I've tracked down a lot of parts for it. Hopefully in the next few months we'll be stripping that down. There's the wheels, jewels for the county that I had on the 4.6. I've got an old Foster digger here. Thinking about parting with it. I would like to get it going, but I just don't think I'm going to have time. My old Ferguson tipping trailer. It's had a new ram from Ramco fitted probably about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It worked ever good, and this gets used nearly every month. 4600, she's now destined to go to a new home. I've got to take a few things off it. I've got to take the exhaust off it, put the original exhaust back on. I've welded it up. and take the tipping hose off because that's off my county, and the alternator off. I'm going to put another one back on, an old one. I put this one on because I had a bit of a problem, but I've actually robbed that from my dumper. And my weight bracket carrier off. She got swapped for hopefully a 774 county, for the sake. And here we got dual wheels. These are going to get pulled apart and hopefully sorted for the counties, the Super 4. PA8 is at McConnell, because there's the other part of it there. We have some old Lister, or actually Lister Co-Limited alternators here. I don't know what they're originally for, but they were going to get dumped, and I thought it would be too nice to dump them, so I kept them, and they're absolutely naffed. I've got some brand new tyres here to go on to the thing. I think it's even 9x30, there you go. This is one of them here that's going to go on that one there. Hopefully they go on alright. They're not too fucking wide. Here we have a HIAB. This is for sale, apart from the back tray. She did run. She was driven up here about a year ago, but she's had a few air hoses ripped off her due to things, and the driver's side seat is missing, as you can see. But she was, in her day, the most technical truck you could sort of buy. Her cab's pretty rotten. I can't remember what engine she has in it, but I know it's a very technical engine. Stratton 305. If anyone is interested in this engine, I will be ripping the cab off this in the next couple of months, and I will be literally, I can't really find any numbers or anything, and the engine and gearbox and all the running gear, the 6x6, it's a 6x6 drive, will be up for sale. Make me any offer, providing you pay freight to getting it to where you are from here in the Falklands, you can have it. I'm not interested. All I want's the HIAB and the back tray off it. This is the Portakabin trailer. If you look up Portakabin, originally they made Portakabins for the 82 conflict, after the 82 conflict, sorry, for quick accommodation for troops and all that. Then when things changed, they sold the Portakabins off to the local, as basically to help them out on farms with storage and all that. So my old man came up with the design of using actually a Portakabin. This is basically the bottom of a Portakabin folded into a thing. You slide the Portakabins up and on. You bolt the front of the Portakabin to the front of the trailer. You chain it then at the back, up here. Well, chain it with that one because last people that used it broke it and they forgot to put another eye on it. And Bob's your uncle. These axles here, stub axles, are actually off what we call a central trailer, which is used for military that had generators and things on them. And their stud pattern fits the old Fordson four drive wheels. These are the only two wheels we've got, and people have been after them, and I would love to have a 4-drive, but sadly it's not going to happen. Here's a 4600 back end. She's getting done up, and she's eventually going to go on the 2610, which is way out on the job renovating at the moment. And the reason why I'm putting this on the 2610 is I'm converting it to a 4610 is because I like the brakes on the 46s. I do not like the disc brakes on the one that I built up. This is a Power Major, I think it is. With this engine, hopefully, is going to be the one that goes in that county up there, if I can get an engine for the crawler. I don't know yet. I would like to think I can. She is a bit stiffened up, and she does need a little bit of work, but I think I can free it up enough to work. She was sat out in the middle of nowhere, and I drug her home, and now I'm left with a tractor. Got two LR1s there. They both run. This one, saying that, they both did run. So probably a little water got in that one. Look at that, still does run. Might have to cover that up. They both run. This one does run, but it has a oil pipe missing to the top of the head, and it hasn't got a rebuilt engine. This one does run, and it's been rebuilt, and it's just a beaut. She runs like a beaut, basically. Here we have a old circular saw, bench saw thing with an engine on it, and it's a Jap engine. It actually says Jap on it. I don't know if you're able to read this very clearly, but Jap Industrial for start. But yeah, I know nothing about that engine. It's coming off. Hopefully, someone's even got Jap written on the fuel cap. If someone wants it, they can have it. Here we have an International McCormick. Is it McCormick? Oh, we're going to do this way. McCormick International. This is a grass cutter. Sadly, it will never go again because it's missing all the linkages and pieces up there. But my plan is to rob that piece up there to then make a system so I can power an alternator from it, hopefully. I know a lot of people's like, oh, I wouldn't do that, you know, it's a shame. Sadly, I'm never going to be able to use it as for what it's for, so might as well make use of it. We've got a Lister generator there, connected up to a hydraulic winch. This hydraulic winch is going to be connected up to a 3-point linkage for a tractor, hopefully, is the plan. I'll make a frame up for it. I don't know yet. I'm humming and hawing about doing it, but that was the plan. This is another Lister generator. These are some other dodgy generators which I don't know much about. They just turned up. They're high revens. This one actually runs. There's nothing wrong with it. That one there doesn't run, obviously. And there we have another Lister. And now I'll do another video of me down at the container with 3-point little hitch there, and we've got a Lister hay tedder. That's about it. And now I'll do another video of down at the Super4, what I'm doing down there. Here's the Super4. This is probably about, I don't know, a year or so ago. Sadly, when I done the first video, I never did get back down to this one. So I've had it apart. It runs really good, but that's about all it seems to do. I do work in a 40-foot container out in the sticks because I've got no actual garage, and at the moment, as you can see, I've got all the top cover off. I've trying to work out hydraulics. I've got plenty of hydraulic flow there, so I do think I probably have to add a bit more oil to it, but I have to find the dipstick and check the level. But I think she probably could do with having a tad more added, but she might be alright. We'll see. It's just that gear is pretty empty there, and I would imagine this would have to be at least full. You take this out to check this, and this says, what exactly? It says high, so theoretically speaking, it's got enough oil in it, but I just think that if you look in there, let me get the torch, you can actually see the gear that drives it. I would imagine all that would have to be sort of in the fluid in the water, but yeah, other than that, she looks pretty good. You know, she's not too badly worn. I don't know what the main drive like is on it there, but she seems to be running alright. I'll find out the next couple of weeks when I go to use it. Hopefully she works good and don't give me too much of a hard time. I just put a new seal on the piston. They're a lot harder than I thought. They're not done with O-rings. And I got the top cover apart. This shaft here, the main lifting shaft, is somehow seized, and I can only just get it to move by hitting it brutally with a hammer. So at the moment I'm trying to overcome that problem by hitting it with a hammer and loads of WD-40 to see if I can free it up. See where it goes. I've got that off as well. I've semi-taken this apart, but now I'm thinking about semi putting it back together again, because I can't really get it apart any more than I already have without knowing how to pull it apart. And I've changed every seal that I can sort of O-ring. I don't know what that top piece does here, this bit. I can't see what it does, but it moves freely and looks like it should be doing its job. There's a seat off the old girl. There's all the bits. I've got a new set of parts to fit in. Hopefully make it look cool. Sadly, I've got to get a fan back to the old County. This is my old Forza Major, 1954 Forza Major. Sadly, she's got a cylinder head gone, or cylinder head gasket, I should say. So there will be a video in the future of me stripping this down. Should be getting all stripped, and well, the top of the head will new head gasket put on. I also have to get a new manifold, because if you look in there, she is actually cracked, which is a bit of a bummer. But I'm hoping maybe that I might be able to just take it to a machine shop and see if they can weld another one on. And then I was thinking, you know what, for the cost of a new one, I might as well just get a new one. I'm going to have it all apart anyway. I don't know what that hole's there for. I don't actually know what that hole's for. But looks like there was something threaded in there at some point. So yeah, she's had a few things robbed off her. She does run. So we'll get her sorted and cleaned up. And hopefully running a lot better than she used to. She looks like she leaks oil from somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but fucking starter motor's well covered in it anyway. But yeah, she could do with a big overhaul, but I'd like to get her running, use her for a season, and then maybe sort of give her a good sort of pressure washer down. That's the hose off the 4.6. It's got to go on this old girl. I think it was a 4.6. Can't remember. Goes on here, so we'll put it on there. This one's hydraulics will work. It's quite a, I don't understand on how the County is older and yet it doesn't work, but these all go up and down nice and freely. Hey, look at that. Could be maybe because they're greased, I don't know. But say I've got to weld a handle onto there so I can operate it. But it does work. I've had it in use when I had it running. In fact, I took it to my wedding. For some strange reason, I decided to take it to my wedding on the 29th of last year. No, the year before, because I've been married for a year. So she's been in here since then, really, because that's when the head gasket went on her. I literally drove her down the road as she was. Beast of a machine, beautiful machine to drive. I like my old Major, but I am going to guddle around with this again, and then I will give you an update as time progresses, as the weather out there is not nice.